One question often asked by candidates is how long does it normally take to improve my band score by one whole band? Many teachers are quick to throw out a time frame, such as 6 months or more. However, giving a standard time frame for improvement is disingenuous and unhelpful to the individual learner. The more honest and accurate answer is, it depends on the following 3 things. 1. What mistakes the candidate is making that limit their scores according to the test band descriptors. 2. Whether the candidate has a teacher who can accurately identify all of those limiting mistakes, which are normally discovered through test practice. And 3. How easily the candidate is able to improve in those areas that are limiting their score. For some candidates, to improve by one band, they need to fix only 4 limiting factors which are easy to fix. One factor in each of the 4 marking criteria. So it might only take several lessons. Other candidates might have more limiting factors, or ones which they find more difficult to improve on. So it could take them several months, or much longer. For example, if you are currently a Band 6 and want to go to Band 7, you may be making the following common but simple mistakes of a Band 6. A common pronunciation problem that limits your score to 6 is mispronouncing simple English sounds. For example, Chinese candidates often mispronounce I think as I sink, and usually as urally. A common grammar mistake that limits your score to 6 is using Chinese grammar instead of English grammar for complex sentences. For example, although I'm not a fan of romantic movies, but I went to one last week with my girlfriend. See my other video for more information about this mistake. A common fluency mistake that limits your score to 6 is hesitating, repeating, or self-correcting in every sentence or two. For example, well, I never watch television these days. I'd say it's because there's not a lot of decent programs on these days. Besides, I can pretty much watch anything I want on YouTube. A common problem that limits your vocabulary score to 6 is not using any idiomatic language, or not using less common words. If these problems are holding you back, then with some targeted self-study and a few weeks of practice with an IELTS teacher, you might be able to improve your overall score to Band 7 within a few weeks. But again, it depends on the type and number of the candidate's limiting mistakes, and on the quality of their training and practice. The majority of candidates will have more limiting mistakes to fix, so it will typically take them longer.